Greetings and welcome to episode 55 of our Let's Play series. And on today's episode, we're going to be focusing on an extreme reactor. We're going to put a reactor in our base. And this is going to be fun, and this is going to provide us with the power we're going to need for all future projects, and probably the power we're going to need for indefinitely. I don't really know if we'll need much after this, but let's see what it's going to take, and let's get started. So as you can see here, I've carved out an 11 by 11 space to be able to put in this reactor. We're not going to make it very tall at first because we won't need that much power to start with, but we will be able to do quite a bit of power generation initially with just a 3-high reactor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get started on making some basic parts, and we're going to have some fun with extreme reactors. So let's look at the recipes here. Let's look up extreme reactors. There we go. There's not much to it, and it's pretty easy to maneuver and create. And I think we're going to do the cluster pattern that I've seen people use as the most efficient way to do it. Because what I used to do is I used to checker pattern it, and I've come to find out by doing lots of research that is not the most efficient way to do extreme reactors anymore. So what we're going to need here is, we're going to need our basic stuff. We're going to need quite a few of these reactor casings. Maybe there's a new reactor casing. They may have changed them out a little bit, but I hope not. Because I remember the way it was before, and I was okay with that. So let's see here. Mostly what we're going to need is these graphite bars. And so that's just pretty much, we just got to cook some charcoal. Let me tell you, we have plenty of charcoal to cook. So let's see here. I want to see if we cook up one of these, if it'll make one as well. Nope, it doesn't look like it. So what we need to do here is, we need to grab some of our charcoal. Let's just grab 2 stacks. I think that'll be quite a few blocks that we'll get out of that. Whoops. Oh wow, that's quite a bit. We'll come back for that. So let's throw some in here because we need to cook it. This will give us what we need here. So what we'll do is temporarily, we'll go to our workshop over here that isn't really getting a lot of use. And we'll... oh, we can't reach it. What we could do is just throw stacks in there, though. That'll do it. Like so. That's how we'll cook it faster without having to put another hopper on top of there. And while this is cooking, we'll look at some of the other stuff we need. How fast is this one going? It's decent. Not super fast, but decent. Okay. We're going to use this as our storage power and our supply power to our other parts of our system. Since everything else is already connected into the network, it makes it that much simpler. So we're going to need some other basic blocks from this. We're going to need reactor access ports. We're going to need 2 of those. And we're gonna need a reactor redstone flux power tap, and we're probably gonna need a reactor redstone port so we can have it be turned on and off based on our use. So let's see, what does it take? We're gonna need reactor casing, piston, and a chest, which of course is gonna be graphite bars. Now the reactor casing, which is gonna be interesting to say the least, it's going to require quite a bit in and of itself. Let's see. The reactor control rods, we're going to need to make those. We're going to need to make the reactor glass, which does still require reactor casing, and then regular glass. So we're going to need a lot of this reactor casing, and we're going to need several of these reactor casing cores. So we'll make up what we need. We're also going to need a control block, which is going to require more casing. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to cook up quite a bit of this, and then I'll be right back. So we've cooked up some of that graphite, into these nice bars, and we're able to go back to our extreme reactors and be able to make some of the stuff we need. So let's start off with some basic casing. So we're going to need quite a bit of reactor casing. So let's start by making a whole bunch of these. So we're going to need some redstone, some gold, and some iron. Let's grab quite a bit of gold, quite a bit of redstone, and definitely a lot of iron. And that should be enough to get us at least started. Let's see, that produces 32 of them. Should give us quite a bit here. Oh, we require more iron, of course. There we go. That should get us started. There we go. Now there we go. We got 2 full stacks. Let's go see how that pans out on the floor down there. And that should give us an idea of what we're dealing with here. Because remember, it's 11 by 11, so it's going to be pretty doggone big. So it's that big. Then we're going to have to fill it all in. The whole base is going to be quite a bit. Oh, it requires... Oh, it tells you what it still needs. I forgot about that. Yeah, when you right click on it, it tells you what it needs. It's been a while since I've built with extreme reactors. So we may have just enough to do the bottom here. Well, I don't know. 5 by 5. Oh, we're going to be cutting it close. We are going to be cutting it close. There we go. Perfect. So then we got our corners we're going to have to deal with, you know, like usual. And then I will want to use some glass on the front and the back to make it look nice, but I don't care if the sides are more of these blocks here. But our goal is, especially on the first one, is to be this high up. We're going to be 3 high, so we're going to have our control rods inside of here. So we're going to need to determine where we're going to put our control rod. So let's get another block that we can use as a proxy for it for now. So what we'll do here is we'll go all the way to the center. I think is right about there. Yep, that's the center. And so we're going to need to light this up while we're at it. Let's add some lights here. Even though this is temporary, we still could use some lights. Okay. So, before I just use the checker pattern all the way out, but that is not the most efficient way to do it. So what I was thinking here is to go 2 out in all directions for starters. That still give us 2 blocks of coolant in every direction. And to see how much power this produces for our reactor. So it's 9 plus 4, it's 13 here. So let's see how this pans out. We're going to use 13 because it should give 2 to 3 blocks of cooling with every single one. But also once you get out past 3 here, that's where it's not going to matter anymore. So this should be a fairly good setup. Should be a fairly good setup. We won't put any coolant on these blocks here. We'll actually block it off with something else like iron or something. Even though it's technically still a coolant, those blocks aren't being reached by anything. Heck, even these blocks aren't being reached by anything. So there's no sense wasting the cryothium, which is what we're going to use on this one. So that'll still give us a good 3 or 4 on all of these. We could probably even knock off this one, but we won't. We'll just leave it as is. And that one, it isn't, because it's got to be directly in line. So we will cut those off. Because I think 3 outs as far as it goes. There we go. We'll put iron blocks for those, or diamond blocks or gold blocks. I can't remember what all the blocks you can use for it are, but it's pretty much any normal type of block plus a few extra special ones like destabilized redstone's one of them that I know you can use. The resonant ender is one. The gelled cryothium is technically the best one in this particular pack, if I remember correctly. But yeah, this is going to be our basic pattern. So we're going to need 13 reactor coils. So let's go make those real quick. Now that we've planned out our setup. So let's go over here. We don't have much left in terms of that. So we're going to grab 2 more stacks of those. Stack of that. And let's grab another stack of redstone. Just to make sure we have enough to make the casing. So the reactor glass legacy is still going to require the casings. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to make more of these. 32 of those. Let's go grab some more graphite because we're going to need, I think we need 3 stacks for that, but we'll grab 4 more. There we go. Now, do we have any iron? We need 2. We'll grab 2 more things of iron. We're just burning through the iron here. And then we'll make more of these because we're going to need more. Now we'll make the reactor. Here we go, the reactor fuel rods. These are the ones we need 13 of. And so for this, we're going to need quite a bit more iron. And then we need 13 of these because that's how we'll control the number that we make. There we go. Okay, so go to our fuel rods. Perfect, 13. Lucky number 13, right? Okay, so we got some more of our reactor casings. And we got our fuel rods now. I guess they didn't require the casings, but that's fine. Now we'll go down here and put them in place so we don't get them confused with anything else here. So we'll just bust out all this. We'll actually build it in place before we even... There we go. Almost done and done. We'll just break this final block here. Put this down here. I don't know if we can put a torch on it. Ha! We can. Okay, so then we're going to need 13 of... Oh yeah, reactor control rod. These ones. So we're going to need 13 of these ones. It's going to require quite a bit of graphite. We'll again get 13 uranium/uranium. Whoops. Grab 13 for sure this time. There we go. We're going to need some more iron. And I think we should be good otherwise. Let's see. Yep. We got our 13. So now we have those to go with it. Now let's grab a stack of glass while we're at it here. We're going to need some more of this over here. So, and some more iron. Let's grab some more redstone, some more gold. This is quite expensive to build one this big. So don't expect to be able to build it overnight. You gotta really have the parts ready to go for it. Uh-oh, we ran out of iron. Because it should have made... Oh, what did we... Oh, there we go. 32. Now, for this one, we're going to need some glass. So we're going to grab a stack of glass. So this will make 32 of the reactor glass. Should be a good number for us to experiment with. To see how much we actually need. Because you got to remember, what we're going to do here is... We're going to have our ports back here as well. So let's go up front and add our glass first. So we're going to have it just like that, pretty much. Oh, we fly way too fast these days. So I guess we could put some in place here. We can remove it as a placeholder later on. There we go. So to make this easier on me, we're just going to put a block right there. And a block right there, so we can turn off our jetpack. Okay. So now we're going to want to put our other blocks on here. Like so. Getting rid of our torches for the moment. We can replace them once we finish placing all these blocks. So we'll put another torch here to give us back our lighting. We need to finish the frame here. Okay, and then we'll put another torch here. And then we'll put our reactor casings here. And then our torch again. And we'll finish this all up. This is going to be a nice build for us to use. We'll be able to see for the most part. This should generate quite a bit of RF as well. This is going to be a very RF intensive system. So we'll remove this torch for a minute. Take our 13 blocks here. And they actually go right on top here. Yeah, it's telling us we don't have enough controllers because we haven't built a controller yet. So now, what we're going to want to do here, we're going to go down here like this, and we need to place some more blocks to be able to get up higher. And we need to fill this in with these reactor casings. But first, we need to put our gelled cryothium in here and some, we'll use gold blocks, I think. We'll go grab some gold blocks. They should work just fine. If not, we'll figure it out later. A full stack should get us going. Probably won't take that much, but I don't want to have to come back in case I don't have enough. There we go. I guess I don't have to go all the way. I guess I could just go like that. Leave it open. But I don't know if I should leave it open. I'm not gonna. No sense forgetting that part. In for a penny, in for a pound. Isn't that what they say? There we... Oop, can't quite reach that. There we go. Now that seems a bit off. There we go. That seems much better. That didn't take as much as I thought it would. It took 24. Not bad at all. So now we need lots of gelled cryothium. In fact, I'm not even sure how much gelled cryothium. So 6, 24, let's see, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So 24 plus 20, 44? 44 buckets of gelled cryothium. So the next step we're going to take is getting the gelled cryothium. So I'm going to call this episode right here. And I think that we're going to make the gelled cryothium for the next episode. Finish the casing. Put in the extra blocks we got to do. I think we're going to have a reactor. So with that, thank you guys again for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.